so many of the championship races from the 1500 to the marathon are done in places that are quite warm during a championship. I mean, I recall Sevilla, where the men's marathon went out in 1819 for the first 5K, and the top five finished right around 14 minutes for the last 5K. How do you, and you saw that in the 10,000s every time. I mean, I remember putting notes down, my God, they're race walking for the first couple K, and then someone would take it off, and just Tedeschi a lot of times,
Yep.
Normally I could close my eyes and know that he was going to start running with about 7K to go. How do you instill that in your athletes? How do you teach them when they're feeling really good? Hey, got to save that for the last 1,000.
Well, yeah, you're right. Almost every race is won or lost in the last 200 meters, or even really, and lately even marathons are won or lost in the last 200 meters. And while it's a little bit different mechanism, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how fast you can sprint. It matters how strong you are. And so we do put a lot of emphasis on that. And you have to be ready to run fast when you're tired. And I think some coaches think, differently. I do think you can only work on pure speed probably when you're fresh, but it's a skill to run fast when you're tired too, mentally and physically. And so I have a lot of cues that I tell them, and I mean, on the race day, I'm not there. It doesn't matter what I yell at them. Hopefully it's been ingrained in their brain over and over again. And so much of it is like autopilot, really. You just put yourself in that position, twice a week in practice, and you get stronger through the rest of the training. And if you stay healthy and you put in the work, you have to be able to rely on those cues, those mantras, things like that. And so, the biggest thing is when things are going great, it's easy, but when they're not, that's when it's difficult. And so to be able to rely on that, fall back on that, I think is important. And it just gives them a sense of calmness, whether the race goes out and super slow or they feel really bad, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You just do it. You don't even think about it. Don't get in your way. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the training, I think, you got to be smart, but they got to just be able to trust it and go. It's like instinct.